what was I going to say? I went to the mobile home supply store yesterday, and that was quite an experience. And then new stuff, and I went back in the warehouse with them and was looking at all kinds of stuff. And those guys, they knew some stuff, but they they just weren't that intelligent about the the products that were out there, So I was talking about if they had those little wedges, that went in front of the hurricane strap rod. So you put this wedge in front of it. Let's see if I can get the current camera in there. Put this wedge in front of it, and the rod's going down in there, and that way when the rod pulls against it, it'll hit that plate, and it'll keep the trailer from rocking around. But they's like, oh yeah, we've never seen those before, I'm looking around, so right here's a box of them right here. And there was just several other things, I asked them, I got the split bolts from them, and I asked them if they had the special tool. They're like, oh no, we don't have that, But at a later point, they got the magazine out, the book out with all the parts and stuff that they carry, or they can get probably, not just carry. But I'm looking through there, and I find the wrench. I say, hey, how about this one? And Yolanda on the other side of the desk, she said, oh, what's the number? I ripped the number off, and she says, oh yeah, we got 3 of those. So they search around a little bit, and they come up with it. And I'm like, well, and I see the motor that they use to drive those hurricane straps. I said, well, what about this? And rip that number off. She says, oh yeah, we got 3 of those, but they're $1,300. And they sell them to me for $1,000. I was like, no. But I went on through the magazine, just like 2 or 3 pictures, and they had this little square cap that fit over the hurricane strap. Then you put a bolt in it, to secure it. And then you can put a 3/4 inch ratchet or breaker bar in there. Just turn it, and twist it down into the ground. And that was $40. I took that, and I got the tool. Tool was $60. I think it was a little bit more than that, but they were being nice to me because I bought a bunch of skirting and all kinds of stuff like that. And maybe because I'm old. You never know. I also saw they had that the plate for the lateral, but they weren't able to tell me what I needed for it. But that's a longitudinal and lateral support to keep the trailer from twisting, because they found that the hurricane straps, they hold it when the wind blows it to the side, on the side of the trailer, wants to push it over. But if it comes in there right and it wants to twist the house, it would just shear all the hurricane straps right off. So they put this. It's really just a metal plate that they put the blocks on, block up the trailer with, and then they got these bars that come off longitudinally with the I-beam, and then another lateral bar. And you put one at the front on one side of the I-beam, and then one at the back on the other side of the I-beam. I found it all on YouTube, and it's called an Oliver system. The guy says maybe it was named after Oliver Twist, but I'm kind of doubting that. But I thought it was a real learning experience, and I also felt like I was teaching those guys a couple things. I told them, I said, you would not believe what you can learn on YouTube. All right, well, that's it.